colleagues who are here today. Superintendent Dr. Whitney Oakley, Superintendent John Stover, and North Carolina Senator Michael Garrett. Each of them being here adds a different perspective to why this affordable connectivity program is so important. And I'd like to thank all of you who are sitting watching, including our Leah Carper, our Teacher of the Year. Each one of you took time out of your important day to be here because this program is so important. And Superintendent Stover said something that really struck me. So often we start programs and people rely on them and get to enjoy the benefits, and then we drop them. And I'm saying this to my colleagues, if you want to know why people don't trust government, that's one example. We set up these great programs, and then when people use them, they benefit from them, we drop them. And that's the wrong thing to do for the American people. You heard from my colleagues here today how critically important it is that everyone have access to the internet. Today, in this digital world we're living in, access to the internet is not a luxury. It's not even a convenience. It's a necessity. And this became so clear to us during the pandemic when people were locked in their homes. And we saw that those who did not have access to the internet, they couldn't work from home, they couldn't run small businesses from home. Students couldn't do their homework. And we saw our school systems setting up hotspots at restaurants, in parking lots, so that students could sit in school buses or sit in their family cars to do their homework. Now that we've seen that, we need to make sure that never happens again, and particularly in the rural areas where broadband just wasn't available. We saw that happening over and over. The other thing we learned was that as we provided opportunities for people to access healthcare online, and we had a lot of doctors who didn't think that online healthcare was going to be very useful. They've all changed their minds, particularly for people with chronic illnesses, people who just needed to have that conversation with their medical provider, particularly as we saw mental health issues skyrocket. The ability to talk to someone online made a huge difference. And what we have learned is that we need to be able to continue that in our urban areas. For people who need to take 2 buses to get to their healthcare provider, which means how much time do you have to take off of work, we need to be able to have those people talk to their medical providers online. So many hardworking families still cannot get connected, either because of the high cost of connecting to the internet or the sheer lack of broadband access in rural areas. And we are working to fix that. And as Superintendent Stover told us, you now got 97% of your families connected to the internet. That is huge. And I suspect that before the pandemic, that was not the case. That's why, and stories like that, that's why I was so happy to work with President Biden and Democrats in Congress to find solutions. And the big solution that we found during the pandemic was President Biden's American Rescue Plan. That plan authorized $82 million in federal funding for broadband expansion in North Carolina, $82 million just in North Carolina. And I was happy to help pass the bipartisan infrastructure law, which also created the program we're talking about today, the Affordable Connectivity Program. This is the largest internet affordability program. Let me say that again clearly. This is the largest internet affordability program in our country's history. The ACP is a lifeline for so many hardworking families across North Carolina. And just to give you some numbers to tell you how broadly used this program is, 80,000 households in North Carolina's 6th district are using the program, saving $30 a month on their internet bills thanks to the ACP. And all across the district, we get calls from parents, from small business owners, from community colleges, from educators, from healthcare professionals who tell us the same thing. The ACP is vital to their communities. Several thousand North Carolinians who I represent have taken the time to write my office asking that the program be renewed. Many others have called our office, some who even call daily because they want to make sure we don't forget about how important this program is. They tell us over and over this program has been life-saving for them and for their children. Despite this importance of the ACP program to North Carolina families, this program is set to expire because House Republican leadership has refused to reauthorize the ACP. May is the final month that 6th District families will receive this benefit. By next month, funding for this program is expected to completely run out. This means 1 in 4 households in the 6th District, 1 in 5 statewide, will see their internet costs rise at a time where people are already struggling with rising food costs, rising rents, rising housing costs. I'm here to tell all of you and my constituents that I am fighting as hard as I can in Congress to stop this from happening. And that's why I co-sponsored the Affordable Connectivity Program Extension Act of 2024 to save the Affordable Connectivity Program. The only way to get this bill across the finish line and save this program is for the Speaker of the House to bring this bill forward for a vote. Now, we spent the last week voting to liberate our household appliances. We called those bills the Liberty for Laundry and the Freedom for the Fridge program. They were actually bills to prohibit our government from ever passing rules that would require our household appliances in the future to be more energy efficient. That's what we've been voting on, when what we should have been voting on was to extend the Affordable Connectivity Program. This is a program that the American people care about. This is a program that will help everyday families achieve what they need to achieve in school, in their businesses, with their healthcare providers. So I am saying as loudly as I can, we need Congress, stop wasting time. Mr. Speaker, bring that bill to the House floor. We need to reauthorize this cost-saving program. And I just want to mention, access to reliable, affordable internet can't be just a Democratic issue or a Republican issue. When people apply to get access to this program, we don't ask, are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican? Who did you vote for? We want to help all of our constituents get access and maintain access to this program. It is critical to be part of our 21st century economy. So, to the 80,000 6th District families who rely on the Affordable Connectivity Program, I want you to know, I know how important this program is to you. I will continue to do everything I can in Congress to fight to fully fund this program and to urge the Speaker of the House to bring that bill to the floor and allow us to take a vote. If we are able to do that, I am quite confident the program will be extended, because nobody, no matter what party they are from, are going to want to stand up on the House floor and vote against helping our constituents have an ability to access affordable internet. So thank you all for being here. I'm happy to take questions.